and I think I grew in that Pan-African spirit through this program. I was also doing simultaneously another business training through RSUP, which helped, I guess, along the way. But it was very challenging at some parts, especially with the business plan, because running a business by yourself, as I've been doing for a year, is not easy. Everything is pulling you in different directions, and you also have to make time for Tony and Elumelu. So it was very challenging. There was many sleepless nights, but it was so worthwhile because I'm learning so much, and thinking about HR plans, like what is, because they ask you like, what is your brand story, things you probably didn't think about. What is your HR plan for, let's say your company is a jovial and exciting place for the customer, but are you doing that for your HR plan and your team? So it makes you really think about the broader strokes, and also helps you hone in and kind of unlearn a lot of things that you were doing or not doing. I think I would definitely do it again, and if I had the opportunity to do this again, I would. And if I had the opportunity to create something like this, I would. And lastly, the community aspect is really great. You're never alone, and also once you know of other people who've gotten it with you, have a bit of community with each other. So for example, I had Meli who was going through the same thing as me, so if I had questions, he was open to help. If he needed something, I was there. So try to find a friend who can help you through it, because no one else in your family, your household, your classroom is going through this. So if you can find someone who aligns with your work ethic, because that's very important, have them with you on the journey, because that was really helpful for us. I think like not being alone in this was helpful.
So, and then if you could just say, and you could also answer the same question, did your business grow? From the business side, I hear all of the other side, but is your business making money as a result of all the training and the investment? Or do you now have to start and look for funding elsewhere?
Well, I can definitely tell you that $5,000 is not a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think this money is going to change your life.
Mm-hmm.
It will help you start, or maybe fix things that were not working. For example, I'm able to get equipment now. It speeds up my process of production, which helps me get more clients. So it's really, I'm kind of the person who plans a lot, so I'm still like planning and allocating that money accordingly. But it's really helped me grow in my ideas and also in my processing of the business.
Thank you.
Well, I guess just being part of the program taught me a lot about sacrifice, really, because truthfully speaking, you're going to need to sacrifice a lot of your time. I know you all have daily commitments already, but you're going to need to sacrifice a lot of your time, and you're going to need to be disciplined, and just maybe in a broader sense, and as much as I came from a project management background, but it really required me to apply that. You're going to need to project manage the whole process, allocate time properly to doing the work, and have different fail-safe mechanisms. What if it happens that you don't have internet, namzekai, all those things. And I feel in essence that is important, because that is entrepreneurship, managing risk, managing time, managing the business, and it gives you a practical approach to that before you even get the money itself. So by the time you get the money, you're really not going to squander it. It's very ukancane whereby you're going to squander it, because you would have appreciated the process behind getting the money, which is not really easy. I mean, if you think about it, 215,000 applications and only 3,000 get selected. For me, that says how high the bar is. And by virtue of the bar being that high, I mean, you're not going to go into it just for the sake of squandering 75,000 Malangi. And like Sip said, it might look like a lot right now, but once you start interrogating your business further, it really is just to help you get ahead, not really say, well, you will become a Fortune 500 business or companies big, but yeah. And what was the other one?
That was it.
Yeah, and also you might not get exactly 75,000 rand. Depends on the exchange rate, and also your bank has charges, and also when we got that SMS, it was not $5,000. It was like minus a few coins here and there, because by the time it goes from UBA to your bank's intermediary to you, there's some charges. So don't plan for 5,000, 75,000. It might be 80 by the time, who knows? Maybe the rand will be doing better. But yeah, just make sure to account for that, and also something I learned very fast because I like I was advised like swiping is better for a business, but the bank charges, guys, they eat at that 75,000. So really carefully plan how you're spending it, when you're spending it, and on what you're gonna spend it. And all the best. Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. So yeah, I know that this last part is a bit scary. You're like, anga bengo zamaga youth fund, but as you've learned, it's the bar for entry is really high, but you really learn how to run a business, not as spaza shop. You grow, and maybe even if you don't get the funding at the end, simply by going through the process, I think there's a lot of value in many different ways. And obviously, if you play your part 100%, you get 100% of the benefits. It's that kind of thing. You wanted to
and another thing that they say is that you should be going into this with the mentality that, and it's something I had shared with Millie a while ago, like, even if you don't get this opportunity, your business is still going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one thing you should take away from this. If there was another opportunity we were applying for, and the stakes are high in it, but we were thinking, and I said, even if this doesn't work out, the world works if you're working to help you get to that point. So even if this doesn't work out, one thing I learned is to be, I'm forgetting the English word, right? I don't have Siswati either. my Siswati is on a low bar. But you have to be resourceful as a business person. I started my business working in a place where I was getting 2,500 rand a month. But I was able to save it, to create more money from it, you need to just believe in what you're doing and start. The hardest thing is to start, but this is giving you a start.
Yeah.
So don't go into this thinking, we're at 75,000 rand. If your idea is strong and you're strong in your belief as to why you're doing it, with or without Tony, Elumelu, or Youth Fund, it will happen.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to be thinking.
Yeah. There have been other winners from Swaziland before, like Scania,
yes.
The clothing brand won. I think it was one of the first cohorts that won the funding. So there have been some pockets of success from Larangwane, but Scania is now a very well established brand, Larangwane, in the retail space. Antidote Music, we all know about them. Butter Bakes is an up and coming. So these are real brands that we're seeing shake up the industry. It's not just another I'm just trying to get money type of thing. These are real brands that are supposed to stand the test of time. So with or without Tony Elumelu, these would be businesses that would work. So just keep all of those. It's free money. I know a fair amount of you are here because I put the money on the poster. It was bait and you bit into it perfect. But now that you've gained some more information, perhaps it's going to be more motivation for why we all know the country we live in. There's no money, there's no growth, there's no this and that and that other thing. These opportunities are just another way for you to build a decent life for yourself while creating jobs and adding on to the economy, right? So I would say go through the struggle, you come out the other side better off for it.
And keep going.
Yeah, but we'll just end there because there's another event coming up. But thank you so much for coming. You are now on our database at TKI, so we'll make sure to send you information for other events, other opportunities. Check your email. We don't have an office. Go to my appointments, guys. Check your email or check your WhatsApp. That's where we'll send information. And we want to do a lot more of these events, as those who've been with us since last year have seen. So just engage, get to know people, network, get information. It's going to help you out in the end. Maybe I'll take a question afterwards privately. But thank you so
I
much.
just also want to say thank you so much to TKI because we came to them with this idea and they made it a reality, and all the effort was from their side. Even cooking up that catchphrase was all them. We just had an idea and we got it to life. So thank you so much for honoring us on this. Thank you.
I mean, I'm open to sharing my contextual gifts.
So, okay.
You can have
But
that.
Tisha, please just be responsible with them.
Please,
Yeah.
please, because time is money.
All right, thank you so much. I think we'll end here officially. Sesingakhuluma ngetishwa lapha nalapha. But thank you so much. Have a fantastic weekend.